going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the... line after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And you can tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessful.
Yeah, I ain't sending nobody up, but if it's two people in there, watch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sellers on the play action.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Sellers. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Fuller. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. All the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Sellers. Grab behind the line. It's Hunt. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sellers. The quick out. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and makes...
Turns it on down the left side. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here's Sellers to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The Gamecocks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. Watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. There's some room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the 2nd level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Takes the easy completion. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Sellers. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. Here he goes. To the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down, Sellers. He's got him. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Sellers to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Making side adjustments here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Sellers escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it out fast. Powers through the defender. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now on the counter, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got the back over the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, Are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They dial up on second and a long way to go. Off the play fake. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Throwing, Sellers. Showing the arm straight down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking for a deep man. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Setting up the screen. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass, and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown Sooners! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial. But it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start, and they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half,
maybe some room here. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Snags it, and there's running room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to